Tina Harr lived her life to the glory of God, always trusting her guidance in carrying out her role as the YMCA Christian Mission staff person. I had the privilege and opportunity to enjoy working with Tina Harr for several years at the YMCA of Metropolitan Chattanooga. Tina's passion and desire for the YMCA and the Y's mission and the Christian emphasis of the Y, Christian purpose of the Y, was very evident in everything that she did.
One of Tina's goals was to empower students and leaders in our community, and that's why youth leadership was so important to her, and it became really important to our community. Empowering youth is a commonality throughout the Y, and she started that. Her spirit in the Y, you could feel it in the walls when she was there. And she was a wonderful person that loved every kid she came in contact with, and she wanted them to know that, and she did.
In Matthew 5:16, Christ tells us to let our light shine so that through our good works may our Father in heaven be glorified. And Tina exemplified the light of Christ in several different ways. First and foremost, in her love for Christ, her Savior. Then she did it through the love and dedication to her family, her husband John, and her children. Then she did it at work at the Y, where she was so passionate about the personal and professional development of our young people. The work of the Y is to be the light of Christ.
I met Tina Harr at my first YMCA conference. I saw this woman from across the room standing very tall above the crowd, and she was making her way over to me. I realized very quickly that there was something different and unique about Tina. And a lot of that was the foundation that the woman stood on, which was a Christian-based foundation. And it wasn't a situation where we were professing Christianity to them, but by our examples, and by her example particularly.
I met her in 1983. Needless to say, I was smitten the first time I met her. She was pretty amazing. We were blessed with two wonderful sons, David and Christopher. And we had our own family traumas. We lost David. He had cystic fibrosis. So we had our tests there in the way of keeping our family together because it was a very tough time. Christopher was 3 years younger than David, and Christopher is now coaching at McCallie High School. Just a wonderful son, and now he's made me a grandfather, which I'm very happy about. And I wish that Tina was here to see Elijah David Harr, and I know she would have been very proud. She was diagnosed with cancer in 1997. One of the strongest and most courageous people I've known. And we were both very lucky. We were surrounded by many, many friends, both from the Y and outside of the Y, that got us through this very tough time. She really always involved herself with youth. And I think that's what kept her going in the way of all the programs that she helped to develop, because it was really for the youth. Whether it be child care, again, soccer, whether it be the educational process, Leadership Chattanooga, she just really loved the Y.
She showed children and adults what life was supposed to be about.
Her spirit, her vibrancy, you wanted to pass that on. You wanted the kids to feel it through the program.
I think it is so fitting that as the YMCA recognizes one of our young leaders who are demonstrating the light of Christ through their work and through their deeds, that He may be glorified, that we do this in memory of Tina and what she brought to the YMCA and how that affected others and created a light of Christ in each and every one of us.
She really made a difference, and that was her calling.